Who you a fool for this one? Who you a fool for this one?
Let's get activated, get these batteries charged up for another video. Welcome back to another video, Mullen fam. And my question for y'all is that, are the Mullinaires about to be short's worst nightmare? You already know it's your boy Finesse Monster Activist Bull. If you're new, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you get more content coming from me. We're gonna get right into the video. We're gonna start with a chart, get that knocked out so we can go into the other details. Let's get into it. Would you look at this revenge of the Mullinaires taking place right now? My very last video, we discussed this back and forth between 19 and 20-ish some change trading range and finally breaking out. And then we also discussed a possible retest of 20 cents, in which we did get down to 20 cents during pre-market before bouncing back at market open. The MACD here was curling down yesterday, but as you can see, along with that news and volume coming in, we got that bounce. And I told you guys that news will come with this play. That's why I tell you guys, don't always be looking for news catalysts for Mullen Automotive stock, and take a look at the chart in more detail so you can, not be out there feeding the fear, and you can see what's really happening, what is about to happen with Mullen Automotive stock. And we could also go and look at the daily chart and see that Mullen is curling up. Mullen is starting to curl up. We got a lot of volume coming in. You see that the TTM squeeze is almost turning green. MACD is already green, and Mullen looks like it is about to explode. And with the way this price action overall here in this bottoming process has been happening, I'm kind of honestly starting to think that the shorts pumped this purposely with news, because we've had news like this that just came out with smaller spikes, but I feel like this was pumped, and you see all of this selling pressure. In my personal opinion, I believe that this was kind of planned because of the amount of down pressure, and retail was still continuously buying this stock. You see all the red candles coming in. I think this was like one last opportunity for shorts to get retail out of this play, in which they failed to do so, because once they pushed it back down, you can see that it's curling up and retail is continuously buying the dip. And keep in mind, we also have 81% ownership of the stock. Whether you believe that or not, it is not a coincidence that the borrow fee rate is starting to rise right after an update of retail ownership coming about. Now, I also told you guys to not always be stressed on when is the next PR going to come out to be the catalyst to drive Mullen Automotive stock. And the CEO hired a new media team to better communicate with shareholders and to put press releases out for Mullen stock at certain time frames. So the press releases will come out for Mullen stock, because we know the algo for the big money investors will buy and sell for them. So that goes along with this Fed meeting that's coming out today, and the market is going to react to that Fed meeting, positive or negative. The algo is going to buy and sell for these big money investors out there. So just to give you a heads up on that coming forward. Now, since Mullen broke 24 cents today, the next target will be 25 cents. And from there, we could head towards 30 cents. But keep in mind that this is one of the most heavily shorted stocks in the New York Stock Exchange. So the stock price is not just going to go up. And I'm sorry, but that's just not how it works, especially with plays like this. So keep in mind that these short sellers are going to continue to naked short, especially with shares starting to get expensive to borrow and minimum shares available. They are going to naked short this play. And they also have Citadel, who is the market maker attached to this play, and they are able to put retail buy orders into the dark pool off exchange. Let's get into the latest news. It says Mullen Automotive partners with Loop Global to deploy EV charging solutions, including public DC fast charging network and residential offerings. Got a picture of what the Mullen EV charging network would look like. And also it says down here that Loop to offer up to $300 million in available financing via its Loop as a service program to deploy level 2 and level 3 DC public charging stations across the Mullen charging network powered by Loop. Mullen and Loop will provide turnkey co-brand intelligent electric vehicle charging technology, accelerating the expansion of the charging infrastructure in the US. So Mullen will have a charging network powered by Loop, and Loop also provides Loop as a service, LAAS, which provides Mullen EV charging network customers with a no capex budget solution for the turnkey installation of EV charging infrastructure at zero down. You know, customers love to hear zero down. It brings a lot of customers in. David Mystery says our partnership with Loop will not only enable us to provide turnkey EV charging solutions to our customers, but also the Loop Impact Fund commitment is an opportunity to provide our customers with potential cash flow positive alternative financing when implementing the Mullen EV charging network powered by Loop. In addition to being highly strategic, this partnership aligns with our goal of end-to-end efficiency to make owning a Mullen EV much more user-friendly. And the CEO of Loop Global says they are thrilled to partner with Mullen Automotive to offer turnkey electric vehicle charging solutions. Our combined teams are dedicated to providing the most comprehensive technology and services to support the transition to electric transportation, and we are excited to work with Mullen Automotive to make that vision a reality. David Mystery continues to aggressively update shareholders on key strategic moves such as these, and we are starting to curl up and building a lot of momentum behind the stock. New buyers constantly coming in, and David Mystery does see the manipulation going on in his stock. He notices the valuation disconnect with all the work he's been putting in and all the updates, strategic partnerships. And here's a clip with David Mystery speaking on just that. And it's provided by Anthony Nash. Shout out to Anthony Nash over on Twitter at Nash Made It. Appreciate you. Let's get into the video.
Believe me when I tell you this, there's companies out there that got, $5 billion market caps, $6 billion market caps, and don't have 2 factories, don't have product, don't have the history we have, and the history that Bollinger has. And we have a portfolio of IP that'll blow your mind, and so does Bollinger. And we just acquired a bunch of IP from Elms. So think about that. Just put it in perspective. If you want to just value this on intellectual property, or you want to value it on GAAP, what was worth. I mean, I'm not telling people, how to do your due diligence. I'm just telling them that typically, if it were me, I would look at the value being predicated on what someone was willing to pay for something, and we paid for these combined assets $200 and call it $50 million. How the hell do you have a market cap less than what you spent? Plus, that doesn't include Mullen, right? So, hey, I know the stock is undervalued. That's okay by me. The same way it's undervalued, we can turn around one day, hopefully in the very near future, and we have, a Goliath market cap predicated on fundamentals.
Go.